I want to share some good advice that I had learned, I guess it was 5 or 6 years ago. And that is for the parents who can't control their nerves. I know when we used to go to junior nationals, now they just call it Fargo. My mom, she's like 5'1". She would lose 7 pounds that week. She was so stressed out, you know. Um, didn't bother me and my brother. But I do know that some kids, they feed off of their parents' anxiety. Uh, my son was in eighth grade. I was, he was in the semis. Well, he had a very tough bracket, and he just kept winning. It was exciting. I guess he was ranked, fourth in the state or fifth. And here he is. He avenged a loss in the quarters. I think he pinned that kid, maybe. Anyway, then in the semis, he has the number one ranked wrestler in the state in eighth grade, and he lost to this kid 6-2 at Liberty Nationals just a short time before, and I was so nervous because I was excited my son placed, but then you want to see him in the finals, and then you want to see him win. So it's just a miserable sport in many ways. But I was literally, I mean, my brother was in the NCAA finals. My younger brother was in the state finals a couple of times. I always got more nervous for my family members than I did myself. But here, having a son, it's like off the charts, right? And I knew better. Um, but I was so nervous, I literally was getting lightheaded, right? I'm kind of embarrassed to even say this, but I just wanted it for him so bad because there was a few years there, about 4 years, where he just wasn't having a lot of success, and it was kind of a troubling time. And being the coach's kid, especially when your dad is has a wrestling company, and I don't know. I think there's a lot of extra stress there. In fact, I know there is, but it was just a difficult time for my son. So seeing him this close to making the state finals, then on the other side he was going to have a kid he'd never lost to before. Very exciting, but these were good kids. So he ended up pinning the kid in the semis, and then he gets hit with a cradle out of nowhere and pinned in the finals. So I learned something because before the finals, again, I was so nervous, I was lightheaded, right? So, me getting miserably nervous didn't help my son to pin the number one ranked wrestler in the state in the semis, and it didn't keep him from getting pinned in the finals against someone that he was, undefeated against up until that time. All it did was make me miserable, and it ruined my weekend. I would like to say that, my nervousness didn't rub off on him. I've been doing this a long enough time. I can kind of fake the stoic look when I need to. But it really didn't help anybody at all. It just made me nervous. So as a parent, if you want to get really, really extremely nervous, it's not helping. It might be hurting, but it for sure isn't helping. It didn't help my son to pin the number one ranked wrestler in the state, and it didn't keep him from getting pinned in the finals. All it did was ruin my whole weekend. So after that, during his high school years, I was so much more relaxed, just because it wasn't worth it. And so I want to share my experience with you. Hopefully that can kind of help you along your path as a parent. Good luck to everyone. You can subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share this if it's helpful, and you can check us out at purlerwrestling.com. And always happy to share some good advice with everyone.